I've been feeling concerned about you lately. I've noticed some differences in you and wondered how you're doing today. If they confide in you and they are suicidal, respond quickly by telling them you care and get them the help that is needed. Help is always available at the Crisis Center, the Department of Social Services, BASH, Sandlands Rehabilitation Center, and the National Hotline for 24-Hour Crisis. Find someone that you can trust to talk to about your feelings and get the support and help that is needed. I am Inspector Mikal Pinder, reassuring you that your mental health matters. You are not alone. Get the help that is needed today.
By giving unconditionally, not expecting anything in return, I thought was a wonderful way of showing this love, and I believe that it is love that truly draws people, and so I thought we could cover a lot more people by feeding. Volunteers, you know, they have truly been sold.
My passion is to help, and I thank God for what I can do through the help of Bahamas Feeding Network.
Number one team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
And that is going to do it for us here in the North. I'm Ramiko Knowles. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. The Bahamas Tonight is coming your way next.
On our broadcast this late night, the aftermath of Friday's mass vehicle collision on the Sydney-Poitier Bridge. The STAPS officials are now taking to ensure incidents like this don't happen again. A man is tonight recounting the frightening moments he endured during a horrific dog attack at a one-of-its-kind summer camp where diabetes is on center stage. Those stories and more this late night, Monday, July 20th, 2026.
Bahamas tonight at 11. The final word starts now.
And we welcome you back to the broadcast this late night. Well, Friday's multi-vehicle bridge collision prompting a fresh look at safety on one of the country's busiest crossings. Our Desmond Saunders sat down today with the head of the Bridge Authority, who says that they are considering several measures to better protect motorists.
The Bridge Authority wasting no time. Just days after Friday's multi-vehicle crash brought traffic on the Sydney-Poitier Bridge to a standstill, the authority is moving to strengthen safety measures. General Manager of the Bridge Authority, Basil Longley, says a post-incident review is underway, with officials examining several recommendations aimed at reducing the risk of another major incident.
We have to assess how that will work logistically, and also what cost would be associated with it. And that is to kind of look at restricting heavy-duty equipment for certain hours, right? Certainly during peak hours when most of the staff over Paradise Island are headed to work, as it was on Friday. I don't think it's a good time to have heavy-duty equipment also on the bridge, trying to get to their places of delivery or whatever. So
here's what's also being considered.
Well, we have a project where we're installing CCTV cameras across the breadth of the bridges, right, and signage. So we have you may have noticed there's a digital sign that speaks to speed. And then we have static signs along the bridge that also speak to speed. We may have to increase those signage from the entrance to the bridge over to the toll booth.
The General Manager of the Bridge Authority is encouraging motorists, particularly operators of heavy Mack trucks, to ensure that their trucks or vehicles are roadworthy, this includes making sure that your brakes are inspected and your vehicles properly maintained. Safety is paramount. Here at the Sydney Poitier Bridge, Desmond Saunders, The Bahamas Tonight.
We can also tell you tonight, officials at the Ministry of Works have completed the extensive procurement process for the reconstruction of the iconic glass window in Eleuthera. Director of Public Works Robert Moses says a Bahamian company, Island-Wide Development, has been chosen as the preferred contractor. Though a $71.7 million project includes replacing the aging bridge with a hurricane-resistant design, as the current structure often floods or sustains structural damage during high winds, prompting local officials to shut it down. The structure is the only vehicular link between North and South Eleuthera. Director Musa says the Ministry of Works is currently undertaking loan agreements with Citibank in the United Kingdom ahead of the project getting underway.
That's extensive sort of paperwork, and we're hoping that that will be completed in the next few months. We're looking to start this exciting project at the end of the year, which will take a 30-month construction period. When completed, the new bridge will be much longer, much higher, much stronger than this existing structure, reducing weather-related disruptions and significantly improving connectivity between North and South Eleuthera.
Tonight, a disturbing trend is emerging. School-age girls are turning to drugs at an alarming rate, according to the head of the Bahamas National Drug Council, who called the trend startling. LaDon Davis has more on the types of drugs being used and their impact.
Director of the Bahamas National Drug Council, Dr. Novi Lucky Carter, cited 2023 Global Health Survey statistics that 17% of the country's school-age population are experimenting on marijuana and other tobacco products. With that in mind, a major concern for Dr. Carter is an increase in the number of adolescent females hooked on marijuana and its effects on their learning capabilities.
Their brains are still developing. The brain doesn't fully develop until the age of 25. And so with regular cannabis use, we're seeing adolescents whose poor memory, reduced attention and concentration, slower learning, difficulties making decisions, lower academic achievement.
While health data shows that marijuana use could very well put the mental state of school-age drug users at risk, the council head says there are several other tobacco products they are closely monitoring.
So we've seen an increase in alcohol. 78% of the population are saying, yes, I've tried alcohol. I drink on a regular basis. That's of concern for us. But it also opened the door to the fact that 12% of the population is using cocaine as well.
The National Drug Advocate feels what's even worse is the increase in the number of school-age children attempting to commit suicide or inflict other self-harm behaviors. And she says while there are no statistics to suggest school-age children are smoking on campus, infused marijuana edibles are becoming more available based on flavor and appearance.
Edibles seem safer than smoking to many young people. And so because they feel that it's safer, they don't look at some of the more harmful effects. Let me give you an example. If, for example, if you vape or smoke, you're going to feel the effects within minutes. When you use edibles, it's going to take about 30 minutes to 2 hours before the effect is felt.
The National Drug Council remains committed to partnering with parents to decrease the level of adolescents experimenting on drugs and to openly talk to their children about the dangers of infused edibles. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm LaDon Davis.
And for the second time in recent weeks, a similar incident, a 70-year-old resident of Balls Alley hospitalized with severe injuries after being ambushed and bitten by a pack of loose dogs. Our West colleague Forbes spoke with that victim today.
Jackie Livingston Thompson's decision to travel to the neighborhood store off Balls Alley this past Friday night literally changed his life. The unthinkable happened when he was bitten on his neck, leg, and elbow after being attacked by a group of dogs he knew. The dog attacked victim shared that he could only call on God during the ordeal.
It's knocking down here. I fall on the ground and cover my face. You know? 1, 2 down here, 1, 2 up top here. Okay? I tell you, whatever was happening right then, All is in all God.
The episode adds to the 2 major dog attacks this year. In January, a woman was attacked by a pit bull in Abaco, and in June, 66-year-old Don Smith was mauled by a pack of approximately 10 loose dogs. That tragic incident also occurred in the Kemp Road community. Thompson's sister Margaret revealed that she's thankful that her brother isn't dead after being attacked twice in his neighborhood.
It's a small person, so I know he couldn't fight them off by himself. So all I could do was pray and give God thanks that the neighbor who we said reach home came home in time to assist him. Because had it not been for her, I could say thank you to her too. Had it not been for her, he might have been dead.
These dog attacks have the Bahamas Humane Society General Manager, Inspector Percy Grant, venting the need for more legal enforcement.
So that's an issue that has been going on for many years, and I've been on the radio shows, I've been all over the place, and crying for people, for the laws to be changed, or to be, not to be changed, but to be enforced. Because we don't need any more laws. We have everything on the books. We just need these things enforced. Unless people are held responsible for these dogs and these actions, nothing's going to change.
For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Wes, Calix Forbes.
Well, we have much more to get to this late night. When we come back, Bimini strengthens its disaster readiness. That story and more after the break. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight at 11. Stay up with us.
You have enough things to worry about. Living in a world that can seem opposite of the things you are trying to accomplish.
I can need a little help with this.
We're here to let you know that you don't have to go at it alone. Choose peace of mind. Choose comfort. Choose CB. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
Sunsea, good friends.
And bold new flavor has arrived in the Bahamas. Introducing the new Jalapeno Ranch Cheeseburger. Spicy jalapenos, cool ranch, fresh Wendy's beef, one perfect balance. This isn't a heat you run from, you enjoy it. Bring the heat. Keep the cool with Wendy's new Jalapeno Ranch Cheeseburger.
During a storm, your safety is priority number 1. Stay indoors and away from windows and avoid going outside. Keep a flashlight handy and tune in to all official updates. Never use candles. They are a fire risk. Stay calm, stay connected, stay safe.
Here now with more of the day's news this late night. Prime Minister, the Honorable Philip Davis, among global leaders congratulating Andy Burnham on his new role as Britain's Prime Minister. Prime Minister Davis noting in a statement that as he looks forward to working with Prime Minister Burnham to deepen ties between the Bahamas and the UK to advance shared interest. Mr. Burnham succeeds Sir Keir Starmer as Britain's 7th Prime Minister in a decade. Back here at home, the wait's almost over for over 100 local government employees in the Family Islands who have been waiting to be regularized. Family Island Affairs Minister, the Honorable Clay Sweeting, says once the list is completed, staffers will be made permanent and pensionable, ensuring they're eligible for salary reclassifications, promotions, as well as the proposed public sector health insurance plan.
It was somewhat of a challenge. We put together a small team to collect all of the information in regards to the data that they needed to become permanent and pensionable. We have completed 105, I think, out of the 113 individuals. So that has now moved on to HR and the Ministry of Works, which will then be forwarded to the Ministry of Public Service. So we're well on the way to get that done. We do have cabinet approval that was provided in April to complete this project. So we're excited for Family Islanders who have been left in limbo in some situations up to 20 years.
And after recent concerns about emergency capabilities on Bimini, steps are being taken to strengthen the island's preparedness. Leah Cooper reports tonight from Bimini.
Following that devastating fire on the island of Bimini earlier this month, the Disaster Risk Management Authority donated 2 essential pieces of equipment. Behind me, there's a firefighting vehicle along with an 800-gallon water bowser. The fire in Bailey Town destroyed 5 structures and left about 20 people without a place to call home. Police say officers responded shortly after 6 o'clock in the morning of July 8th to reports of a blaze on Kings Highway, where they found a 2-story concrete and wood building housing 4 residents completely engulfed in flames, with residents stretched thin, passing water hand to hand from the shoreline, while others climbed onto rooftops in a desperate effort to keep the flames from spreading. Those images sparked a national conversation about the state of firefighting resources on the island.
This is just one small step towards the changes that are needed. With our firefighting apparatuses that we have, that we're now handing over to the administrators here, to the police here on this island, to ensure that they are in a much better position to fight fires should the need arise.
Member of Parliament for Bimini and the Berry Islands, the Honorable Randy Roll, agreed, adding that it represents a significant investment in the safety and resilience of the community.
This is the first step of a number of initiatives that we intend to institute in the next couple of weeks. And so, we look forward to this. We want the people to know that we're going to be proactive, and we're thankful for this first step.
Meanwhile, DRMA Managing Director Aaron Sargent explained that the firefighting vehicle, an 800-gallon water bowser, will give first responders greater capacity to act quickly during fires, especially on the Family Islands where resources can be limited.
These were graciously donated through our partnerships with the U.S. Northern Command. We have a further 16 of these to be delivered throughout the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. Each of these UTVs, the UTVs alone, cost about $100,000 in terms of the customization and the fire skid apparatus that's on it. The bowsers individually around $20,000 to $30,000.
For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Leah Cooper.
This summer, the Bahamas Diabetes Association has created a safe space for kids living with type 1 diabetes. Our West colleague Forbes has that story.
A new summer camp designed specifically for children living with type 1 diabetes is seeking to equip these youngsters with tools to better manage their condition. The one-week camp hosted by the Bahamas Diabetes Association is focused on educating, building confidence, and equipping the kids and their siblings with the tools they need to thrive. Organizers believe that living with diabetes is a journey the entire family should understand.
No manners at the island, so the children need support. Their relatives need to know how to manage their siblings. If they see them going hypo, they could call for help. They could go and get something for them to drink to bring up the sugar, or if it's too high or too low. So they need support. Everyone needs support.
The kids will learn how to count carbs, monitor their blood sugar levels, and become more confident and independent. Pediatrician Dr. Talika Chisholm-Smith says in addition to physical, children with type 1 diabetes also face some mental challenges as well.
A lot of them may suffer from depression and anxiety because there's a lot that they have to worry about and a lot they have to handle.
Dr. Chisholm-Smith says type 2 diabetes cases have increased by nearly 20% and encourages parents to help their children adapt healthier lifestyles.
So in regards to type 2 diabetes, the message is usually the same in terms of taking care of your health, eating well, exercising, staying away from the sedentary lifestyle, excessive screen time. You want the kids to get out there and play.
That report from our West colleagues Forbes. Well, the Bahamas Tonight at 11 turns to sports next this late night. Let's go over to Amajal for a preview of what's ahead.
The streak is over. Highlights from the pastors versus politicians games coming up in sports.
Tasha, what you saying? Girl, right here, rushing to cash, J.S. Johnson. I gotta renew my insurance. Oh, I with JSJ too, but I don't wait in line. I just pay online. Stop it. How you do that?
Just email info@jsjohnson.com and say, sign me up for an online service center. They'll reach out and hook you up. You ain't never have to stand in line again.
Amen to that.
Save time. Pay online. Sign up for J.S. Johnson's online service center today.
Insurance, peace of mind.
Big sandwich.
I really like the honey mustard sauce.
And then like the crispy bacon on it as well.
Oh, it's pepper jack cheese. I love the spice. I love the crunch.
I love the original sandwich, but just that simple addition of bacon puts it like over the top.
The chicken is really good.
I like it. I like it a lot.
I rate this a 10 out of 10. I'd eat this again.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
The Hidden Disabilities Sunflower is a globally recognized symbol for persons with invisible disabilities.
The Sunflower lanyard made our journey less stressful, smoother, and more inclusive.
REACH is proud to support the Hidden Sunflower Scheme, which makes the invisible visible. So far, the Nassau Airport Authority and the Nassau Cruise Port are Sunflower certified.
So if you see someone with a sunflower lanyard, always remember to be patient and ask if they need some help. Please be kind and always remember to show respect.
We wish to encourage more hotel operators with amenities such as water parks, restaurants, cinemas, government offices to join this initiative, making the Bahamas a more sunflower-friendly country.
Please feel free to reach out to the REACH office at 328-4123, or you can reach out to the National Commissions for Persons with Disabilities at 396-8700.
Welcome to your Monday Sports Check, everyone. I'm Amajal Knowles, topping sports. Well, the streak has officially been broken. Last night at the Kendall G. Lazick Gymnasium, it was the heavily anticipated 2026 Peace on the Streets Pastors versus Politicians basketball game. And up to this point, the clergy have dominated this matchup. But with some new recruits in the fold, the politicians hoping to change the result, and they would get out early and often, building a 13-point lead at the end of the first quarter. The clergy would cut into the deficit to make it single digits at the half. But the politicians, they would be just too much to handle in the second. Powered by 25 points from Jay Philippe, the legislators would lay down the law, cruising to a 71-50 victory.
I mean, we executed from start to finish. Defensively, we won the game. We played a nice 2-3 defense, also a man-to-man defense. We was able to make some coverages on the defensive end. And our shots fell in tonight, so we are so excited about tonight's victory. It's been some years since the Politicians has won this game. And tonight we wanted to make sure that we came out here victorious. We did just that.
Okay, Mr. Philippe, you're no stranger to basketball. How did you bring your coaching input into this game tonight?
You know, basketball has been saved my life. And I played at the college level. I played at the junior national level. I'm currently a coach now for the Bahamas national team. And so just being in that moment, understanding the experience where I'm at, I know my team needed a lot from me on the offensive end. The game got a little close in the fourth quarter, but we needed to slow the ball down, make the right decisions. We stayed composed. We made the right decisions come down the stretch, and we was able to execute and came with the most important victory tonight.
Switching gears, the Bahamas Senior Men's National Volleyball team currently battling Trinidad and Tobago at this hour to perhaps settle for a bronze medal at the 2026 Kazova Final Four Men's Championship in Curacao. The Baymans fell in straight sets to Trinidad and Tobago on Sunday, 25-19, 25-13, and 31-29. The team also took on Barbados early on Sunday and lost in that match in straight sets as well. 25-21, 25-18, and 25-20. We'll have the highlights from the bronze medal showdown for you in tomorrow's Sportscast. From track and field over the weekend, Shawnee Miller-Weibo was back on the track and continuing a strong bounce-back season with a podium finish at the Novuna London Athletics meet in the Olympic Stadium in London, England. Bayman track and field star finished third in the women's 200 meters in 22.24 seconds, recording a third top three finish in the Wanda Diamond League this year, and also qualifying for the Diamond League finals in Brussels, Belgium in September. After getting off to a bit of a slow start, Miller-Weibo utilized her tremendous top-end speed to run past 5 runners on the home stretch. However, it wasn't enough to catch the top 2 runners. Crossing the tape first would be St. Lucia's Julian Alfred. She'll be followed by the USA's Gabby Thomas. Well, news from this weekend, a strong performance led Team Bahamas to a bronze medal at the 2026 Little League Baseball Caribbean Series, which wrapped up on Friday in Puerto Rico. The Bahamas, represented by the Freedom Farm Baseball League team, outslugged Bonaire 11-5 in the third-place game. They had previously lost to Bonaire 8-7 earlier in the tournament. In the semifinals the day before, Team Bahamas fell to the Dominican Republic 2-0. The DR, they would go on to win the title, defeating Aruba 5-3 in the championship game. The Bahamas was coached by Clarence McKenzie. And that's been a look at your sports on this Monday. I'm Amajal Knowles, signing out until tomorrow.
Bahamas. Hurricane season is here. Are you ready? The 2026 Atlantic hurricane season officially runs from June 1st through November 30th. 6 months of staying alert and prepared. Storms are named to help meteorologists, emergency officials, and the public communicate clearly and quickly during dangerous weather events. Hurricanes are also measured using the Saffir-Simpson Hurricane Wind Scale, which ranks storms from categories 1 through 5 based on wind speed and potential damage. And did you know, when a hurricane becomes especially deadly or destructive, its name is permanently retired out of respect for the lives and communities affected. Now is the time to prepare your emergency kit with a portable AM/FM radio. Review your family plans and stay connected to trusted weather information. Preparation today can save lives tomorrow. These are the names of the storms for the 2026 Atlantic hurricane season. Arthur, Bertha, Cristobal, Dolly, Edward, Faye, Gonzalo, Hannah, Isaias, Josephine, Kyle, Leah, Marco, Nana, Omar, Paulette, Renee, Sally, Teddy, Vicky, and Wilfred. This public service announcement was brought to you by the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas in conjunction with the Disaster Risk Management Authority.
The thought of colon cancer never really crossed my mind until 2019, when a very good friend of mine was diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer. I was shocked. Everybody was shocked because he was a picture of perfect health. He was young, athletic, successful, and full of life. Many of us are still in disbelief. I started to question my own health because if it happened to him, surely it could happen to me. Then came the fear, the anxiety, and everything else in between. Facing your own mortality is very sobering. But for me, I decided right then to have a colonoscopy, and I'm glad I did.
Colon cancer is the third most common cancer diagnosed in Bahamian men and women. Fortunately, almost all colon cancers are preventable. A colonoscopy or some other appropriate form of colon cancer screening is recommended for everyone over the age of 45. During a colonoscopy, we can detect and remove colon polyps that may grow and later become colon cancers. Don't wait until you develop symptoms, such as blood in your stool, abdominal pain, a significant change in your bowel habits, or unintentional weight loss. These may all be indications of a severe problem that requires immediate attention. If you're over the age of 45 or have any of those symptoms, talk to your doctor about the benefits of colon cancer screening today.
No need to tell you all, this past weekend was quite a scorcher. And the sad news is that we're in for more heat this week as well. Here's Diane Dorsett with our late night forecast.
Good evening, everyone. Our satellite picture shows cloudiness over the extreme northwest Bahamas, stemming from Tropical Depression number 2, which is just west of Florida in the eastern Gulf. This depression is moving very slowly towards the northwest at 3 miles per hour, with a maximum sustained winds of 35 miles per hour. And a tropical storm could form over the next day or two. Now, elsewhere in the tropics, tropical cyclone development is very low for the next 7 days. Now, let's take a quick check on temperatures around the Family Islands. In the northern Bahamas, it's 89 degrees in Grand Bahama, 87 in Abaco and Bullock Harbor, and 85 degrees in Alistown, Bimini. In Fresh Creek, Central Andros, it's 87 degrees. In Camp Space, South Andros and Rock Sound, Eleuthera, it's 89. In Arthur Sound, Kid Island, San Salvador, Rumkey, and Georgetown, Exuma, 88 degrees. And for our southernmost islands, Long Island, Crooked Island, and Ragged Island, 87 degrees. Auckland and Betsy Bay, 88. In Matthew, Taninago, 84 degrees. And for the Turks and Caicos Islands, 88 degrees. So we're keeping steady in the upper 80s. Now, tonight we're expecting a low of 81, clear and very warm. And then tomorrow, a high of 90 degrees. That's becoming our norm. A couple of morning showers, but otherwise sunny to partly cloudy and hot. Now, over the next 7 days, we'll get partly sunny and hot days with passing showers becoming more scattered beginning on Thursday night into Friday as a westward moving tropical wave moves through the Bahamas. Now, like I said, we're maintaining the heat, so temperatures will be in the low to mid 90s. So as usual, stay hydrated and take regular breaks in the shade. That's your late night look at weather. As always, rest easy, stay cozy, and thanks for staying up with us. Have a good night, everyone.
Thank you, Diana. Thank you for staying up with us this late night. That's our broadcast here this Monday evening. I'm Corvell Pyfrom for Amo, Diana, and our entire team. You take care, be well, and remember, we will all be looking to see you again right back here tomorrow evening. Good night. At the Lyndon Bindling International Airport, I'm Corvell Pyfrom. This is ZNS.